Hello!
And welcome to the podcast, The Peaky Dieters.
Oh yes, where we do a little bit of weight loss chat, a little bit about life, and a little bit of general banter.
Always.
We've got a very exciting one for you this evening because we are being joined by my very good friend, Mr. Craig Webb.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
How are you doing, mate? How's things?
I'm good. I'm currently in Dublin. I'm in Ireland. Just got home from work. It's cold over here. September now. Everything's cold. Everything's wet. Everything's horrible. But yeah, it's good to be on the podcast. I've been tuning in all the way from Ireland, and it's good to be here with you both. To be honest, I miss you guys.
Amazing.
Thank you, mate. We miss you too. You have to come over and see us again soon.
Yes.
So if everyone's wondering, like, oh, why have you got Craig on? Why is Craig on? What's this random bloke on for? Well,
this random bloke.
Let me tell you.
We did say we're going to have guest stars.
We did say this. Oh, that was a bit loud. That was a bottle of pop beer.
I'm just grabbing a drink.
Yeah, so we did say we'd have some guest stars. So Craig is a very good friend of mine, but he's also very big into his fitness, very big into his nutrition, very big into his diets. So he's on here to share some of the things that him and his family have been doing and some little pearls of wisdom for weight loss. So Craig, why don't you start off by telling us, you know, a bit about your journey into weight loss and fitness and some of the stuff that your family have been doing?
Yeah, so basically it started when I was kind of in my teenage years. I was always quite big, you know, as a kid. It's quite a chubby kid, and I was always quite conscious of my weight and my appearance and things like that. It's one of them ages where it's quite difficult, you know, everyone's kind of, you know, getting fit and hitting the gym when you're a teenager, and you're kind of, you know, finding ways to look good and things like that. So my journey actually kind of began at a young age. I tried loads of different diets, you know, and really silly diets. I've tried like a military diet before where you eat one boiled egg a day. And you have to try and survive on that. Yeah, so I've done some silly kind of diets, but my actual journey started in COVID times. You know, that's when I've done most of my kind of transformation, I guess. Managed to lose quite a lot of weight, was really healthy. And this is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, is the kind of one of the diets I done during that time, and all my family kind of done it, and we managed to lose, you know, quite a significant amount of weight and become very, very healthy and active people and happy people. But I'm just going to share some secrets with you guys and things that I found that helped me. It might not necessarily help other people, but you know,
well, that's what the podcast is all about. It's all about everyone sharing different tips, because not everything will work for everyone, but it will work for others. Definitely.
Exactly. And yeah, I feel like it's important to share ideas, talk, and but firstly, how are you guys doing? What is the latest?
We're doing good, Jen.
It has been a really difficult week, I'm going to admit it. It's been a difficult week for me. I have struggled to stay on plan. There's been some nights when I've had comfort food. Now, this hasn't been calorific comfort food. I've still had food from, like, the house, but it's not been as healthy as I usually would make.
Right.
So, for instance, I can't remember what they're called now. Quesadillas. So I had cheese quesadillas one night for my tea because I was just exhausted. I didn't feel like I was making a full meal, and it was just like, you know, I'm just slap something together and eat something. But I was so tempted to order a takeaway.
Yeah,
that has been a couple of times this week. I have so wanted to order a takeaway.
Did you order a takeaway, Jen?
No, I didn't.
See, this is good. This is a good start. This is what we need to keep going. You know, it's so easy to give up in diets. It's the hardest thing to get into.
Once you get over, and this has been my first proper like speed bump. Once you get over that bump, it gets easier.
Yeah,
and it really does. And I think that's been this week for me, has been that proper major bump. I don't feel like doing it anymore. I've got things to do in the house, and it's just been it's hard. And it has been, and I've been so tempted to give up, but I haven't.
Yes. What about you, Mr. Page?
I've not been too bad, mate. I've been pretty good this week. I've enjoyed it. I've started Couch to 5K this week.
Good man.
So pretty much, if you don't know what Couch to 5K is, pretty much it means that you start off by sort of doing the very bare basics of running, and then in 9 weeks' time, you can run a 5K or just run solidly for 30 minutes. So it's a really good app by the NHS. And currently I've got Sarah Milliken as my coach.
Oui.
She's like, keep going. You're doing a great job. Don't worry. You've only got a little bit longer to go.
Now, that would motivate
Yeah,
me.
it's good. But she gives you zero warning. She's like, right, you're going to start running now. Go. It's just like, whoa.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's really good. And I've lost £3 this week.
Oui. Good man.
What have you lost this week?
£2?
£2. Jen's lost £2. Still lost.
Well, it's good.
I've lost £3. So yeah, it's going all right. I've had a pretty good week, to be fair. I've enjoyed this week. I've been really watching what I'm eating. Been watching what I'm drinking as well. No beer for probably going on 3 weeks now. Yeah, mate. I'm just watching what I'm eating, and
Would you say your mood's like a lot better? Would you feel a bit more lighter on your feet, and do you feel more like less bloated and more kind of active?
Probably do feel a bit less bloated and stuff. I used to have really bad indigestion, like proper bad. And these past few weeks, I've not been as bad, have I?
Do you know what I learned actually going on the feel how you feeling and that? I learned today, your diet. I mean, I knew this a little bit is very much linked to depression and anxiety. So eating a better diet because when you have a better diet, you're eating more good bacteria, which helps your mind. And I learned this today, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Well, you're right, because if you eat the right foods and you're drinking the right things, it's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, it's good for your nails. Is overall, like, a lot of people you normally tend to find like a lot of people that have bad diets and normally have breakouts in their spots, and they have like their hair's quite greasy in some ways, and it's like it's all to do with nutrition and diet and stuff, and this is what I'm going to kind of talk about today with you guys, is like so I've basically written like a plan out of what my diet was about. I've got some of the foods that I was eating, so I've got the meat sections. We're going to talk about vegetables. We're going to talk about healthy carbs as well, smart carbs instead of just normal carbs. And then I've basically written some recipe, like the perfect day for meals, and we're going to go through the recipes together, and we're going to see some of the you're going to see a lot of the same foods appearing in the recipes and stuff like that. So we've only got 40 minutes, so I'm going to just crack on with teaching you the secrets.
But more importantly, though, mate, how are you doing at the minute? Are you managing to keep up some sort of like exercise routine, or how are you doing?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to lie. Like I'm eating kind of normally. I could be doing better, to be honest, but I'm very active. My job is very active. I'm cycling every day, to work, and then I'm doing a hard day's work. I'm cycling home, so I can allow myself to eat a little bit more. I've started eating a lot more vegetables lately, a lot more fruit. I've kind of laid off the chocolate. I've got a holiday coming up, so I need to kind of be looking good for that. And you know what? I feel a lot better already for
I think
just 3 days.
That was probably your biggest thing is chocolate and biscuits.
I know. You guys know this.
Yeah, you love a chocky bar and some chocky bickies, don't you, mate?
First thing in the morning, going to the shop, coming back with 3 packs of biscuits.
Straight in the cupboard when he gets to our house. Got any biscuits in? No, mate.
What,
Could have a walk to shop.
Us 3 together could just smash like 3 or 4 packets of biscuits.
Oh,
easy.
We could smash
and chocolate
chocky
bars
and biscuit.
And a kebab.
And a kebab.
Yeah.
Who's having a kebab then?
Yeah.
Craig's catchphrase. Get a kebab in then.
This is what I'm going to talk about today as well. So it's like foods that kind of you can crave your kind of sweet tooth, by having these kind of different foods. And I know this diet works for my family. I know it. It's changed us in a lot of ways and stuff. And it's a really positive. It's a really fun diet, and it's exciting as well. You can cook good foods, and it inspires you to get into cooking and things like that. So we'll run through it.
So I'm right in thinking that your family were doing was it the Michael Mosley diet?
Yes, so
So
we
he,
started. Well, so they started doing the Michael Mosley diet during lockdown. I wasn't even involved. I didn't want to do it. I was like, oh, whatever. But then I saw the amount of weight they were losing on it and how their mood kind of changed and how they were feeling more happy and stuff. And I was like, "Do you know what?" It was during lockdown as well. So obviously I was sitting indoors a lot. I was eating junk food and just not good food. And I thought, "Do you know what? I've got nothing to do. I'm going to jump on the diet and we're going to see what happens. And, if I don't lose any weight, then whatever." So I kind of went into it with a bit of a, you know, to see what happens kind of mind, which I think it worked. And I did give up. We gave up a few times as well. It's important to mention we did give it up. Once, but we got straight back on it, and we've done it for a good 3 or 4 months, I think, or 5 months maybe. And I'll kind of show you the benefits it had. And yeah, so it's called the Michael Mosley diet,
it's
and what
quite
it
a
is.
strict diet, isn't it? From what I know.
We done it pretty strictly. So
Yeah,
so it's called the 5-2 diet. So basically you eat what you kind of want in moderation for 5 days, and then 2 days you'd eat the Michael Mosley diet strict plan.
okay.
And that's what it was. It's the 5-2 diet, but we done it 6 days a week, pretty much.
Yeah,
So basically, the Mike Mosley diet is basically designed to help people lose weight in a rapid and safe way. It's designed to drop your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels, and cleanse your body of just like bad toxins and things. And this it's a Mediterranean style diet, so it's all foods that are kind of Mediterranean and nice foods, and it kind of swaps out, bad carbs for good carbs and things like that, and making sure you're getting all the good foods in your body. It's a high protein diet and it's a low carb diet, so you're putting a lot of protein in your body and having low carbs. That's what the diet is basically designed to do. Um, and it's 800 calories a day, pretty much. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. But you'll see with the diets and the plans that I've written out how much food you can actually have for 800 calories a
yeah.
day.
So were your family
And
doing the 800 calories for like 6 days in a row then?
yeah, 6 days a week.
Right.
But it's amazing how quick your body gets used to that.
Yeah, because I was gonna
Um,
say is you probably if you're doing it for that amount of time, would your body be getting used to like that sort of little amount of calories? Like, would you be
yeah,
feeling like still be feeling healthy and active because sort of like you're not eating enough, are you,
yeah.
to
No, I
like
get what
keep
you
your body
mean.
I
going?
just want
Yeah,
to
no,
double check
exactly.
something because I think when you said it, you said 5 days you eat what you want, and then 2 days you have the
Yeah.
Michael Mosley thing.
Yeah.
Is it the other way
Yeah,
No,
around?
that's what you're meant to do.
Right.
But Craig's family were doing it.
6 days
Yeah,
Michael
and
Mosley,
then having
one
a then
day.
having a cheat day.
What? Right.
Yeah,
Okay. I just want to double check.
and a cheat day is like a cheat day is not eating whatever you
no,
want and being
you're
ridiculous
having
with
like
it.
one or two treats or whatever.
Yeah, a cheat day could be like I'd go to Wendy's and have a burger, and that would be it
Yeah,
for that, and then I'd eat my normal kind of meals and stuff, and then straight back on it Monday, get back into it. And it's all about consistency as well, which we'll talk about. But so obviously, because they were quite big, my dad was 27 stone when he started this, and he managed to get down to, well, he lost more than 7 stone. He got to about 18 stone at one
wow,
point.
wow,
So he shifted a lot. My mum lost about 5 stone, sister lost about 3 stone, and I lost about 2 stone. So overall, I mean, and that was in 6 months, I think. No, no, no way, no, that was in 4 months, I think,
wow.
um, of consistent eating and exercising and things like that. But what you got to remember is your stomach muscle. Your stomach is a muscle.
Mm,
So the more you use your stomach, the bigger your stomach gets.
yeah,
And the less you use your stomach, the less food you actually need. So that's an important thing to remember. It's like training your biceps. If you use your biceps all the time, they get bigger. If you
yeah.
don't, they just get weaker and smaller. So that's a good like analogy to use when you're thinking about dieting. But yeah, it took a good few weeks to get into it properly. And like I said, we done it for a week and we thought, oh, there's not enough calories in this. We're feeling low energy and it's quite hard. So we did give it up, but like I said about consistency, we got straight back on it, again, and we went through with it. And like Jen was saying, it's hard sometimes. People fall off. It's normal. It's easy, but it's just what it's more of a mental kind of thing rather than a physical thing. It's whether you're mentally strong enough to actually think, right, I'm going to do this, and we're going to do it. And I had my family doing it with me as well, so we had that support with each other. And I think that's important during weight loss, is the support that you get from other people.
Oh, definitely.
So Mark and Jen got to support each other with it.
We do. And do you know what? I think it's when you get a compliment when someone says, "Oh my God, look like you lost weight." That's, I think, there's like the motivation. It's like, okay, I'm gonna continue to do this. People are starting to notice now.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah, that is good.
It's a good feeling. Like, I remember. Yeah, I remember people saying, "Bloody hell, Craig, you lost a bit of weight."
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people went the other way during lockdown. They put on a lot of weight, and
Yeah.
Because
I don't
kind
think
of
people
went.
realise just every day walking around how much, when you're doing all them steps, how much that either maintains or you lose weight with that.
Yeah,
Like on average, just a normal day, I'll do 13,500 steps.
yeah,
Yeah,
Easy.
exactly. Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's about keeping it active as well. It's about, there's a good saying, that's quite helpful. And it's like, you can't out exercise a bad diet. So
Yeah.
no matter how hard you're exercising, if you're still eating rubbish, you won't ever get anywhere. And I think that's a good way. And it sounds pretty brutal as well, but it is a brutal thing. Like working out and eating healthy is a very, you have to be strong in your mind and just be consistent, and you will see the weight drop off. It's a
yeah.
good thing. But like I said, we're going to talk about foods, protein, vegetables, and other things like that.
Nice, mate.
We
Well,
we got some
go
time.
for it. Go for it. Take us
What-
through what your
Go forth.
yes. Take us through what
So,
sort of stuff you would normally be eating during this diet.
okay, so Mike Mosley, like I said, it's a Mediterranean style diet. So we're talking foods like eggs. Obviously, you know how good eggs are for you. Protein. You can have things like scrambled egg, and you can alternate it and have good things like that. But eggs are really good for you. Eggs are high protein food, and they fill you up as well. Like if you had three boiled eggs, I reckon you'd be full,
Mm.
and it would give you a lot of energy, and it's clean eating. So obviously eggs was used a lot. We had like good white meat like chicken and turkey. I went to see a nutritionist once, and she said to me, "Craig, you can eat as much chicken and turkey as you want, pretty much," which is actually quite interesting to hear
We
from
eat a
someone,
lot of
because
chicken, don't
Yeah,
we?
we like a lot of chicken.
yeah, exactly. But it's got to be like clean chicken, like just good chicken, not like KFC chicken and that
Yeah.
Oh
kind
no,
of
no, I
thing.
mean
No
like
fried chicken.
we don't have fried chicken.
Yeah,
We just buy a lot of chicken and use it in all sorts of meals.
yeah, that's good. So chicken and turkey, yeah, I mean that's perfect already. It's good clean food. So we got eggs, we got chicken and turkey, and we got like oily fish. So we're eating a lot of salmon and mackerel and things like that. It's good for omega-3. It's good for your bones and your joints and things like that. And salmon fills you up as well. Fish fills you up, and it's good food, and it's good protein as well. And also things like Greek yogurt, full fat.
We have like
It's
always
really
have Greek
good.
yogurt in there.
Love it.
I have Greek yogurt every morning, and I have Greek yogurt, frozen berries, have bananas, we have granola with it as well. And I'll tell you what, that fills you up for the rest of the day, and it feels really good. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you the difference is today I had some really bad high sugar. I think it was some clusters. It was like Kellogg's clusters with chocolate bits in it,
Yeah, like the cereal.
the cereal, and I had it with milk, and all day I just felt so rubbish. I felt
Mm.
indigestion because I've been eating so good for breakfast, and I had this. I was like, oh my god, my felt heartburn. I was like, oh god. So it just shows you, if you're putting good food into your body, like it's actually, it does benefit you throughout the day. And when there's nothing worse than feeling rubbish when you're eating out, like you're working outside and things like that, and you're doing a hard job. I remember I used to have a lot of meal deals, and it just used to be the worst kind of food you can have.
Mm.
Um, you're eating just rubbish sandwiches with no good, value in it, and and now I'm kind of eating more, tuna for lunch and things like that, and it feels good, it feels clean, and I have a lot more energy. And they're quite cheap. The tins are pretty cheap to pick up, and you can alternate it, and you can have tuna salads and mayonnaise and things like that for
Yeah,
your
definitely.
lunch.
That's
With
something
eggs
we eat
as
quite a
well,
lot.
you can add your boiled eggs to it, and then you're getting really good meat and protein, and you're getting eggs protein as well. And there's no carbs; it's just clean, light food. That fills you up. And then moving on to so that was the kind of protein section. There's obviously other protein like nuts and things like that we'll go over.
Oh,
But yeah, all nuts.
I've got a bit of a tuna recipe for you later as well, Craig.
a tuna recipe.
Yes.
Oh,
You've
Oh,
had it before. It was really nice.
nice.
but I just do like a nut. I do.
Love that. Nutty professor.
Right, guys, I apologise. When these two get together, they suddenly just de-age to like 15.
The ADHD is strong.
I'm looking at Mark thinking like he's expecting me to say something bad, but I'm actually having a normal
He's
conversation
actually
for once.
being decent for once.
Yeah, so that covers the the protein section, and this things like eggs and chicken and things like that. Eat as much as you want. Greek yogurt's good for you in moderation, obviously, but try and have a fruit bowl, here and there. So it actually fills you up, and it's just nice. And so we move on to vegetables. So things like spinach and kale, they're really good for you. They have good iron, good magnesium, courgettes, peppers, tomatoes. So things like spinach and kale, always
Yeah.
good to add to your dishes.
We-
They're really, really nice.
We have quite a lot of spinach, don't we?
Yeah.
I quite like it adding it
Bit
to
of rocket
salads.
as well.
Because I don't
Yeah.
really like lettuce in my salads.
No, lettuce is dead.
It's like it's got barely any nutritional value. It just tastes
Yeah.
like you're having a glass of water with your salad.
And it goes off dead quick.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
exactly.
prefer salads with like peppers and cucumber,
Yeah,
tomatoes and spinach and rocket.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you could have something like tuna, you could have feta cheese, you can have spinach, you can have peppers and eggs and things like that. Mix it all up, and it'll be
Here's my
banging
tuna
lunch.
recipe for you, Craigie.
Yeah,
Get a cucumber, get like a pretty big piece, half it, scrape out like your middle bit, and fill it with like
yeah.
some tuna mayo with like sweet corn and red onions,
Ooh.
like cucumber boats. It is so good.
Yeah, tasty, tasty.
It was very nice, actually.
That sounds good.
It was pretty banging.
We had it with like some boiled eggs and that, didn't
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. It was quite filling as well.
we? Yeah.
So
Do you
what,
guys like? Sorry, Cara, Mark.
I was just going to say, so what sort of stuff would you have in terms of like the veg and things like that?
Yeah, so veg. Like, do you guys like tomatoes and things like that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
We eat loads
So
of them.
tomatoes are actually probably one of the healthiest things that you can eat, and they're so good at fighting against things like cancers and horrible things, and it's like really good. It's one of I don't like tomatoes personally, but they have the biggest health benefit in the
I like grab big tomatoes and eat them like an apple.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
But that's good.
tomatoes.
Like if you have that a lot, Jen, it's actually really good for you. Like
I love
having tomatoes and things
I
like
have
that.
like bruschetta sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't had bread in ages, but I might get a couple of slices of bread, toast it, put like a load of tomatoes and like garlic, drizzle with balsamic glaze. Oh,
well, I've got an alternative for you, Jen, but we'll talk about that when I get to
Ooh.
my recommendations on what you can have. I mean, bread's all right for you, but it has to be a certain type of bread. But it's in the Michael Mosley diet as well, so it is really good. So things like mushrooms as well. Mark, do you remember when I told you I used to drink mushroom tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, so I went to a Chinese shop, and it's like a health shop, and it was like I was like, what's the best, like I just went in there, I was like, what's the best thing for fighting cancer with? And he looked at me and he was like,
Yeah.
what, why? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know, I just like want to protect myself like against it. I worry about health quite a lot. And he was like, oh, try this mushroom tea. It's called Jing Chi tea, and it was mushroom based. And I read all the health benefits of mushrooms, and there's so many health benefits for like your focus and your brain and just like things like that. So mushrooms is really, really good for you.
Nice.
Things like onions and garlic as well.
Yeah,
You can
we
eat
eat quite
onions
a
and
lot of
garlic
that.
all day.
Mm.
They're good for anti-inflammatory things like that. They're good on the gut as well, and it's good detoxing.
You know, whenever in this house when someone has a sniffle, I get a big pot on, like chicken, noodles, garlic, onions, turmeric. I just chuck everything in there.
Yeah,
Like
turmeric's
gold.
really good. Yes.
Spicy
And then,
stuff.
like, I was going to talk about smart carbs as well,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
quickly. So, like, you're having a lot of potatoes and things like that. Potatoes aren't really, I mean, it's good in moderation, but it's only good if you're going to burn it off throughout the day.
Yeah.
You can't eat like a whole jacket potato and then just sit down and do nothing. You have to eat carbs and actually go and burn it off. That's what carbs are for. It's good
Their
energy.
energy, essentially.
So, these are called smart carbs, and this is a lot of what Mike Mosley kind of promotes as well. And it's foods that are kind of like potatoes that keep you full,
Right.
and keep you like full up throughout the day. So it's actually really, really good to know these things. So, things like lentils, chickpeas. Chickpeas are really good.
See, I'm not keen on
Kidney
either
beans.
things.
Kidney beans.
Kidney beans I'll eat.
Yeah.
I'll put it in a chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got how do you say it? Quinoa?
Um,
Quinoa, isn't it?
quinoa.
Quinoa.
Quinoa. Quinoa. Quinoa. I'm going to
Quinoa.
call it that from now on.
There's some
Have a bit of
Quinoa.
quinoa.
Yeah.
Quinoa.
Yeah, quinoa is really good. So you could have like
Couscous as well, though. I
quinoa.
like couscous.
Yeah, couscous is another one that's really good.
I like that.
We sometimes
So
have
it's
the packaged ones like roasted vegetable or Moroccan medley.
And we'll
Really
put
like
on with
those.
like a bit of chicken or something. It's quite nice.
yeah, like you can have couscous, chicken, feta cheese, and peppers. That would be a really good
Ooh,
lunch.
yeah.
And it's easy, it's simple, it's pretty cheap to make. And it's eating, and that'll fill you up as well throughout the whole day. So instead of having like potatoes and chicken and like things that are just really full, you can change it out, have some couscous, and put a bit of sauce over it so it's not so dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it interesting.
I like a bit
Yeah.
of balsamic glaze. Love that.
Yeah, exactly. Like add some of that stuff on. It's all right to have these foods in moderation, like
Yeah,
these
definitely.
sauces and things, to make it interesting.
You know when
There
people
were some,
have like rice, chicken, and broccoli, and like no seasonings, no sauce or anything like that. Dude, seasonings don't have that much calories. Please season your food. You
Yeah,
can have
exactly.
flavor.
put a bit of Greek yogurt on top as well with some mint in it, and
Oh,
it'll be like
yeah.
a nice dish,
Definitely.
Yeah. So oats as well. Oats are really good. Porridge is really good.
Yes, porridge.
Wake up in the morning, do overnight oats and porridge and things like that. That's really good to fill you up throughout the day.
I like porridge. One of the things I used to like was golden syrup porridge. I know probably the golden syrup. I don't actually eat the golden syrup porridge anymore, but porridge, a banana, and a little bit of honey. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, honey's good as well. Honey's really good for you in
I
moderation.
I replace it if I make it baking stuff. I replace a lot of the sugar with honey.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. Things like that. Or there's something called
Agave.
agave. That's the one. I can't pronounce anything today. I don't know why.
So Craigie, we'll let you off.
Yeah, agave is really good. It's probably actually better than honey. And put that on top of your porridge with some fresh berries and some agave, and it would be banging, and it'll fill you up till lunchtime. You won't even be thinking about food. And then we got like healthy fats as well. Olive oil is really good.
Yeah.
Olive oil is really, really good. Mediterranean style, it's very, very good for you in moderation. Do a little bit with cooking your chicken and whatever. It's good. Nuts and seeds and stuff. We was talking about porridge. You can add chia seeds and things, and just getting all
Flax
these good
seeds
foods
as
into your flax seeds. Getting all these good things into your body. In moderation is just going to help your overall health, and it will just benefit you guys so much. And anyone who's listening, I'm hoping people take this advice and think, I might just try and add this in a little bit more, and it's good. So, dark chocolate, all right, chocolate, 85% or over.
So
and let me
like
tell
the
you this.
Lindor stuff or whatever it is.
Yeah, or it's called green and blacks. Do a
Green
really
and
good
black.
85%.
Yeah.
And you know what? When you're on a Mike Mosley diet or you're dieting and you have an 85% bit of chocolate, you know how well that tastes. You know how good that actually tastes when you cut out all your sugar and you have this piece of chocolate and you actually are so grateful for chocolate, and it's 85%, and you can eat a whole line of it and not even feel guilty. It's so good. Yeah, so dark chocolate's really good. And Jen, this is one for you. I know you like your fizzy drinks, right? I
I'm
heard on
terrible for
the
them.
podcast. And Marky probably like your fizzy drinks as well. Tell you what, the best fizzy drink you can have. What do you think it is?
Sparkling water,
Well, yeah, sparkling water or cream soda.
cream soda.
Really?
A cream soda,
Right.
I
really
would
good
have
for you.
never
Not many
guessed
calories
that.
in that, then I'm guessing.
Not many calories at all. It's all green. It's
Cream soda.
literally
You
a
know what though? Cream
few.
soda. If you have like a glass of it, it's so sweet.
Exactly, but it's a good sweet, and it clenches your sweet. I remember being
Oh,
on the Mike Mosley, and I'd be feeling quite hungry, and I'd have like a little glass of cream soda, and it would just pick me up again. You know what I
Really?
mean? It's good, and it's one of the best things you can eat. But obviously, drink it in moderation. You know, have a
I think
glass.
that
You know,
that's essentially what we're trying to say here is everything in moderation.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, exactly. Cream soda is really good for you. Green teas and black coffees. You could read up hundreds and hundreds of health benefits for a green tea.
Mm.
I remember drinking a lot of black coffee when I was on the Michael Mosley, and my skin was so good from drinking black coffee. Obviously, like anything in moderation as well. Maybe I used to be a big coffee drinker, and I used to have coffee with milk a lot. And like you go to a customer's house and you have a coffee with milk, and then you go to the next customer, you have a coffee with milk, and
Yeah.
then by the time you know it, you're feeling so bloated on milk and coffee's horrible. But just add a few black coffees during your week.
Yeah.
Just things like this. And I hope people can look at this and just think they just want to add a few of these in to their
Like
diets,
here and there, sprinkle it
here
in.
and there, and just get used to eating something different,
Sprinkle it
a
in.
little sprinkling.
Just sprinkle it in the week.
And this is my recommendations,
Your
Doug.
recommendations, Duck. Go on then.
And
Duck.
top of the list, chocolate milk.
Chalky milk?
Really?
What?
Chocolate milk.
What?
Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk, right? There
What
was
an
a
outrage.
I know. Mark, how many times have I been at yours and I've gone up and had a chocolate milk?
Oh yeah.
Just go to shop to get a chalky milk.
Yes. So chocolate milk is actually really good. And there was a video on what is the best kind of drink to have after like really hard exercise. And chocolate milk was the top
Wow.
on the list. When you wouldn't even think it. But obviously, it's easgy to say that, but you can't go out and have 5 glasses of
No.
chocolate milk.
I'm guessing it's like the proper chocolate milk as well, not like the Mars or like the Twix one.
Yeah.
Like a proper, the one
there's
with the
a
glass
chocolate-
bottle.
Yeah, there's a chocolate milk called Delamere chocolate milk, and it's in a glass bottle, and it's really, really good for you.
The ones that we have at shop.
Yes.
Yeah, so you could if you and Jem wanted a glass of chocolate milk, go and have a glass of chocolate milk if
Yeah.
you're feeling a little bit
I think that's
sweety.
another thing of if you're having a little bit of a craving, have a little bit of that thing
Exactly.
because it will help you stick to it. I mean, we went out on Saturday. We did a video about it. We had out food. We had a Subway.
Yeah.
If you actually look at all the fast food places, Subway is probably going to be the least calorific.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But you've got to be careful because, and it's the same with every food is, you don't know exactly what you're eating anymore,
No.
and they put so much it's like all processed, it's all chemical based, and and I know it's so hard because if you want to eat well, it's expensive, like 100% get it.
You're telling us.
And that's what a lot of people don't diet for, is because they think they can't afford to diet, because it's true, it's hard. It's a difficult one. But you just got to be careful and use the apps as well. And there's an app where you can scan the barcode and it will show you if it's actually good for you.
That's what we use. NutriCheck. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. So keep using that. Subway's, I've seen some videos of Subway. It's just disgusting. But it's the same with McDonald's and things like that.
Yeah.
And processed meat is just the worst thing. But to eat fresh is just expensive. So it's about having that balance. As long as you're adding some fresh things in throughout the week, then it's all good. But so my recommendations that I find that help me is obviously chocolate milk and full fat milk as well, which you wouldn't think. Full fat milk is basically, it has all the nutrition in.
It's got good bacteria in as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got, so full fat milk is probably better than your skim milk because they take all the nutrition out. have your full fat milk. Just don't drink loads of it.
Yeah.
Moderation. Full fat Greek yogurt that we talked about, and sourdough bread as well. Sourdough is the
Sourdough.
best
I
bread.
Right.
stopped making that.
Sourdough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sourdough is the best bread you can have. It's got good health benefits. It's filling
Got
and
health
it's not as
as well.
bad. Things like porridge, like we talked about, honey, pineapples as well. If you have a sweet tooth, have a
Have you ever heard
pineapple.
the story that pineapples eat you back?
Pineapples eat you back.
Yeah.
No.
What?
What?
They've got an enzyme in them which like eats something in your body.
Really?
Yeah. Let me just get it up while we're here.
Get it off. I want to know.
Pineapples are eating you, people. Be careful.
Pineapples naturally
Yeah.
contain a group of enzymes called bromelain. Bromelain digests proteins, including these found in your mouth. So that's why you may have heard that pineapple eats you back, although the effect isn't harmful.
Oh.
It eats
There you
your
go
fat
then.
though. That's what
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
It
There you
eats
go.
your. You know when you can buy like live bacterial like these smoothies you can buy and they're like live
Yeah.
bacteria and they go in your body and they eat your fat cells and things like that. So I think that's what it means is it eats you back. But it's in a good way. You know it's gonna eat you back if you have a pineapple and your leg comes off.
Yeah, we don't
Your
mean
leg's gone. Need to stop
My
eating
leg's
those
gone.
pineapples.
if you start seeing a pineapple eating you, then
Put it back on shelf.
you've eaten the wrong thing.
Put it down.
Put it back on
Put
shelf.
it back
girl.
on shelf and step away.
Yeah, so make a note of these foods, guys, like everything I've kind of said and just add it in, here and there. Don't go mad on it, but just
One
yeah,
thing
just add it in.
that I think is really good is frozen fruit and vegetables as well.
Yeah.
They're cheaper and they're easier to get. They're really good.
Yeah, we have frozen fruit and vegetables, for porridge in the morning. You can't always eat fresh, like it's
No,
expensive.
that's true.
But it's just about, we go to Lidl, get some frozen berries and put it in Greek yogurt and have some bananas and some honey on top. It's good. It sets you up for the day. It's a nice food. Have a black coffee with it.
So, Craig, tell us a little bit about your ideas for some meals and your perfect day of clean eating.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So I've basically written a perfect kind of meal plan for one day. This basically gives you all your nutrition, all your, good foods that you need. So we start with breakfast. We have a spinach and feta scrambled eggs. Okay, so it's for one person. So it's 2 eggs, handful of spinach, 30 grams of feta cheese, 1 teaspoon of olive oil for frying, black pepper, and if you want, a bit of sourdough toast. Perfect in the morning. Easy to make, bit of feta cheese, 2 eggs, spinach, handful. That comes in at 250 calories for that little breakfast, which is perfect. And then you got your dinner. So we got Greek style lamb meatballs with yogurt sauce. All right. And this is all Mike Mosley recipes, guys. So, this is the kind of things that you'll see. So it contains 250 grams of lean lamb mince, which is just standard, 1 onion, 1 garlic clove, 1 teaspoon of cumin, dried oregano, fresh parsley, salt and pepper. And then for the sauce is 100 grams of Greek yogurt, half a cucumber, 1 garlic, lemon juice, pinch of salt. All of that, make the meatballs, and this is just giving you the kind of recipes and the ingredients. But that altogether is, how much was that in calories? Like 380 calories for that recipe.
That's not bad.
So for your breakfast, 250 calories. For your dinner is 380 calories, and that's like with a lot of healthy ingredients in.
So would you,
And then,
when you was making these like as a family, then would you like convert that into like feeding like 4 of you, or would you just do it all individually? Like you'd each make your own portion and weigh it all out, or would you?
Yeah, you'd make a big batch of it and then share it out. In the recipe, this is for, I think this is for 1 person. I think some of them are for 1 person. So yeah, you'd
just
in the recipe
it to more people.
Yeah, you just put it into more people, and then for dessert we got dark chocolate raspberry pots, right? So this is really nice. I remember eating this. It was good, and I want you guys to try this recipe and let everyone know, because it's really simple to make. So, like I said, dark chocolate, 40 grams of dark chocolate, 85% or higher, 100 grams of Greek yogurt, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and a small handful of fresh raspberries. And it's about, I think you have to melt the chocolate and do something with the Greek yogurt, and then put it in the fridge, and it's like a mousse kind of thing.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's nice. But that's 150 calories per pot, which is good.
For a little dessert. Nice.
So when you think about it, when you add all that up throughout the day, that all comes in at, I think it was 730 calories for all of
Wow.
that. And you're eating 3 really good meals with all your
Like decent
nutrition.
meals, isn't it? Like
Yeah, and it's under
cooked
1,000
meals as
calories.
well, not like grab and go convenience meals, like home
Yeah.
cooked decent food.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, you're getting all your nutritional benefits from it. So yeah, like that's basically the perfect day, and that's what I kind of wanted to talk to people about and just try and give them some insight of what the diet's about.
Nice.
You can actually buy the Michael Mosley book on Amazon. I think I think you get it for 10 quid, I think.
Wow. Am I right in
And it's
thinking that he was the guy who sadly passed away when he was walking on holiday?
Yeah, he died
Wow.
in Greece. Yeah, he was in holiday in Greece and he passed away. It's so sad.
Wow.
Um, but
He
yeah,
used to do a lot of like, was it on like Channel 4, like a lot of programs and stuff, didn't he?
yeah, because he was a doctor in like health, and he basically got loads of chefs to come up with meals and things, and he'd be a part of it, and he's obviously like a health expert in different things. So yeah, that's basically yeah. So yeah, he died in Greece, and yeah, it's sad. It was a sad day because he'd done a lot and he changed a lot of people's kind of lives and things with diets, and he made diets quite fun, and it was yeah, it was quite sad about it because we lost a lot of weight through him. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, basically that's what I wanted to talk about was just some
That's great.
food ideas and things like that you
Really
can
helpful as well, because so like I was saying at the beginning, it might not work for everybody, but obviously, it's
yeah
worked for your family. You've stuck to it. You've tweaked the recipes and tweaked how many days you wanted to do and stuff to like, to you guys, like tailored it to you. So,
yeah
it might not work for everybody, but if it works for somebody, then, have a go at it and
yeah
stick with it.
exactly yeah. Yeah, and I want just to encourage people to go on Amazon and have a look at the book if you're interested. It's called the
Mm,
Michael Mosley Fast 800 calorie book, and yeah, you can see all the recipes there, and you can get to know just even to learn a little bit about what
yeah.
foods are good for you. It's good, and like I said, don't expect people to kind of follow a strict meal plan, but if you can even add maybe one meal a week into your diet, even if it's
Mm,
the raspberry pots, it's something interesting, something different.
that's true.
Um, and yeah, so go on Amazon. I think it's about 10 quid. Buy it, have a
Nice.
look at it, and
And then were you doing working out alongside this as well?
yeah, I was working. So I actually got to a point where I was doing it for way too long than I needed to, and I was very very slim, and I just didn't need to do it anymore. And it's about finding like a balance of like when to stop, but not stop completely. It's just like adding more calories to your diet when you're at that stage where you're fit enough and healthy enough to do it.
Mm.
So yeah, I was working out a lot and I had a lot more energy, believe it or not, and I was eating less, but I felt a lot lighter. I was more fit and active. I looked better. I was, my everything was looking good, hair, skin, teeth, like it dropped my blood sugar a lot. And yeah, it was really good diet. I can't really fault it. It was just it's nice food and it made you appreciate food a lot more. And I think that's what is important as well. Is like you take food for granted and you take small things for granted, but when you're restricted of these things and you have like a little cheat day, you appreciate
Mm.
food a lot more, which is what it's about. But yeah, what did you think? Like, have you learned anything from
Yeah. So
what
what
I've said?
some of the stuff you've said, we already do quite a lot
Yeah,
without realizing, don't
Yeah,
we?
definitely. Definitely.
yeah,
Like the chicken and things like that.
Yeah, we eat a lot of chicken.
And the eating a lot of like the veg and like the tomatoes and things like that. Like we've definitely started doing that a lot more.
Oh, yeah. We eat loads of tomatoes and cucumber.
Yeah.
yeah,
Loads.
It's just we sometimes you'll do these things and you won't realize you sort of doing it.
Like we
Yeah.
make flatbreads from flour and Greek yogurt.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just
Do
tweaking
things
little
like
things
that.
and stuff.
Yeah, that's what you
Like,
got to do. Yeah, you got to just get in the kitchen more and experiment with foods. You know, it's
yeah,
I
fun.
think that's what I've been doing quite a lot with like crumbles and cakes and stuff like that.
like tweaking the
Yeah,
recipes so they're
Yeah.
a little bit healthier.
yeah, exactly. But like in the Mark Mosley diet, there was loads of desserts and things, and it was all no sugar, absolutely no sugar. But it was things like honey and sweet things that you wouldn't even like cranberries as well, and there was chocolate and cranberry one. And I remember these little things, and they're really good to eat when you're doing a diet because they're really they taste like they're 2,000 calories, but really they're 80 calories for a protein ball of
Yeah.
chocolate, and it was just it was nice. So yeah, go and have a look at the book, check it out, see how it works for you. You don't obviously I done it for 6 days a week,
You
but you
don't
can do
have to
it
do
for
it for that, do
two.
you? You can do
Yeah,
it to like stick to what the book says and stuff, can't you? Or you could do it for like 3 days a
You
week,
can
or
make it however you want.
that's true. You could do 2 meals from it a day and then have like a bigger meal in the evening, couldn't you? You could
yeah,
like just put meals in your diet throughout the week from it. It doesn't
yeah,
always have to be
exactly. And
follow this. Like you can
yeah,
chuck a
and
couple of
drink,
meals in.
and drink a lot of water as well. The benefits of drinking water are just crazy. I mean, it flushes all your bad toxins out.
Mm,
It's like when you
That's one thing I've got to get better at.
drinking
Drinking
water.
water.
yeah,
Yeah, the same.
when you don't drink water, it sounds a bit graphic, but you go for a wee and it's like really yellow.
Mm,
And it's like it's just all your toxins in your body. When you drink like a whole like water throughout the whole day, you have like quite clean urine.
mm.
So it just shows you like if you're doing these kind of things, it's flushing all the bad things out of your body is what you need as well. I think you're meant to drink 4 liters of water a day.
Wow.
No, I think it's 2, isn't it?
Is it two? I think they've changed it. I think it's free. I think it's free, but you're meant
Let's
to.
just go in the middle and say 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 pints.
It's 8 glasses, isn't it? It's 8 glasses.
Yeah,
8
yeah. So you
250
meant
ml glasses.
Yeah.
That's 2 liters.
yeah.
2 liters. 2 liters.
Yeah, so I think
8
because I
glasses
work
a day.
outside, I think
You
because I
drink
got
more
a
though, probably.
yeah,
Don't
I
you?
drink more. I think it's for people that have like a hard labor job, it's more.
You'll be
Yeah,
drinking.
for
Um,
men, that's US. We want
I
UK.
want the UK one, look.
We want UK 5 to 2 liters a day, which it
Yeah,
can include water, low-fat milk, low-sugar drinks, tea, and coffee.
Oh wow.
yeah, that's good.
So 2 liters if you're not doing like a strenuous job, and maybe more
Yeah,
if you are.
It all
yeah,
depends on,
especially
obviously,
outside.
you work outside a lot, so your water content will be
Your
higher.
water-
yeah, exactly.
You sweat
Especially
more
in
and
the
that
summer
one.
as well.
Oh God, I can imagine.
Definitely.
Yeah, but what I want you guys to do is I'm going to send you this chocolate raspberry pots, and I want you to make it
We'll make it on
and
the
have it for your
TikTok, mate.
dessert. Stick to the grams of the chocolate and stuff, and
Yeah.
and let me know on the next episode and say that you tried it and see what you
Yes,
think.
mate. We'll have a look. We'll
Yes.
try it this week and see what we can do.
What's your kind of what's your kind of goals coming up? Have you set any goals
So
for
we've
next
not
week
really
or?
been setting goals
No.
because we find we set goals, we don't stick to them, and then we feel like
And I get annoyed and
deflated.
go, I'm not doing it anymore. It's rubbish.
So we've kind of just been like doing it and then getting
Mm.
impressed every time we lose a bit of weight.
Yeah, if every time you use a bit more, you're like, oh yeah, I lost a bit more. Whereas if you're like,
Actually motivated, I think.
I'm gonna lose 4 pounds this week, then you lose like 1. You're like, stupid dad, I'm not doing
Because
it.
I think
that's what.
nobody realise how much weight yo-yos when you are losing weight,
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially
that's what I
women.
used to.
Go on,
Yeah.
Creator.
Wait, no, yes, no. In women, it fluctuates even more. Like your weight fluctuates like from water weight. It's crazy.
From
Like,
water
you
weight,
feel
and
like
especially when you're on your menstrual cycle as well,
Mm.
your body swells,
Mm.
so you naturally have more weight.
yeah, exactly. Well, I was gonna say, like in terms of weighing yourselves as well. Like I always found it was best to weigh myself once a month instead of once a week because, if you have a really like it's quite disheartening when you get on the scale and you've only lost a pound and you feel like you've put in a really good shift.
Yeah.
That's what makes you kind of think, oh, is it worth it? But imagine weighing yourself once a month and thinking, oh, flipping out, I've lost like 11 pounds here.
Yeah, that's pretty
You know,
good, actually.
So that's another tip for people as well. You might find it works
Leave a
your
bigger
way.
gap between weighing.
Yeah, because you want to look at the scale and be like impressed, you know. You don't want to look at the scale and think I've lost 1 pound, because you could lose 7 pound the next week, and you know you never know. So yeah, just small things like that, and just have fun with it, but just be consistent with it, and don't fall for the I'm going to order a massive takeaway trap. Just keep going. The diet's meant to make your kind of mind trick. You're basically training your mind to eat better food and tricking your brain into thinking that you're eating sugar when you're really eating, an orange or something, and have a little treat here and there. This is fine, but all about moderation. Drink water, eat good foods, add some of these foods to your diets, and see how you feel.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's all from me, really.
That sounds brilliant.
Thank you very much for coming on, mate. We really appreciate it.
That's all right.
Thanks for sharing your experience on the Michael Mosley diet. It's a diet we haven't really touched on before. You know, we spoke a lot about like the Slimming World diets and like the keto, and we spoke about the Manjaro as well.
Yeah.
But you're probably on the same opinion as me. You know, I don't really want to inject myself with something I'm not totally sure about.
No, you can do it so naturally, and I feel like when you're bigger as well, and you could probably, if you really went for it and you're exercising and flipping working out to your best you could, and you're consistent, you could easily drop 4 pound a week consistently.
Yeah.
Imagine how much weight that is over the course of a year if you're losing 4 a week, even if you're losing 2 a week. If you're consistent and you're losing £2 a week, it's only going to take you a year before you lose 6 stone, I think. If you do the maths, it's something around that.
People don't realise that weight loss, is hardly about exercise. It is all about nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably something like 80% nutrition, 20% exercise. Or 70-30. It's not half and half. Don't get me wrong, exercise helps, but the main part is what you eat.
Yeah.
And the name of this podcast is exactly what Jen just described. You can't out-exercise a bad diet.
You can't.
No.
And I will put that as the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll put a chat with Craig Webb. You can't out-exercise a bad diet.
But you can't.
There you go.
You can't. If you're putting rubbish in your body, then it's not going to happen. No. You can't do it.
You can't do it.
You cannot be done.
You can't do it. And where you live as well is amazing. You live in such a good place for walking and
definitely
going out.
Plenty of walks.
Like the couch to 5. How long have you been doing it, Marky?
I've only literally started it last night. I've got my next run tomorrow, and then my run after that is Monday. You have to leave a day in between each time you do it. So I'll do one tomorrow, one Monday, and then it gradually increases the amount you run for each week. So you do the same run 3 times in a week, then it moves you up a level. You do that 3 times for a week, all the way up to week 9. And by week 9, you should be able just to run for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's good. That's the good thing about, it's mostly about nutrition, but the exercise is so important as well, because, there's no point kind of losing the weight if you're going to be really unfit, and, you kind of have to do it in a way where it's comfortable for you, and you're doing it in moderation as well, gradually picking yourself up to, the couch to 5K, you're just doing it slowly. That's
it.
And remember when we went to the gym that time, Mark?
Yeah.
Together, it's so good to even lift weights and stuff, because the more muscle you have in your body, the more fat you're able to burn as well. So everything kind of works hand in hand when it's about weight loss, but do it at your own pace. Just be consistent with it. That's the best advice I can probably give.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Right. It's been lovely chatting with you.
Thank you very much for coming on, mate.
Thanks
for sharing your experiences and your tips and your recipes. Hopefully some people out there will be listening and think, I might give that a go, and have a look on Amazon for the book. The Michael Mosley Fast 800 Diet, I believe it is.
Yeah, I'm just going to order a kebab now, though. So,
nice. Yeah, have a good one, mate, then. Nice, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that.
Thanks.
See you later. Enjoy your kebab,
Yeah. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.